Hey y'all! Yep, you caught us in the middle of the RV remodel. Things are still going. The painting has taken on full form. It's looking great. The sanding, all the things, gutting the bathroom, laying the floors, all that was a lot of fun. Few kinks, but not a big deal. Last week, Chad was also installing the roof mount antenna. It was the King Jack, which works awesome. We haven't had a problem out of it. And this week he'll be back up on the roof, masking some things and also resealing it, so that we won't have to deal with basically the failing roof that is coming off on our skin every time we go up there. So if you want to watch, stay tuned.
Already getting hot. Super heavy dude. Roof's gonna be soaked this morning. Man, it's pretty. So if you've been with me the last couple of days, been tackling some projects. Started out 2 days ago servicing our air conditioners, getting those cleaned. They're very dirty. You might check that video out if you've never cleaned your Dometic air conditioners. It'll be a quick, easy way of seeing do's and don'ts. And then yesterday we installed a King 8500 antenna and got that area prepped to get ready to do our sealant on the roof. And today we're continuing on. I actually got back up there last night and did some more of the self-leveling caulk around the max air fan in the restroom and skylight and antenna, some other areas. And I really spent time on my front cap cleaning it, because we'll start off, at least as soon as it's dry enough with the dew. I'll probably have to give it a few hours to put the Turnabond tape on the front seal of the front cap of the fifth wheel. So I want to get that done, and then we've got several patches to do. Hopefully I can get all those things completed to where tomorrow can actually start putting the Henrys Tropi-cool, I think it's called Tropi-cool. I'll put a description in. Get to start actually painting the coolant on. That's the big goal here. We got heat index of 110 plus today, and this stuff's supposed to drop the roof temperature on the exterior up to 40 degrees, and I've read lots of comments where they've had a 10-degree drop in temperature on the inside, which is going to be huge for us, because on really hot days the air will run non-stop only to get it about 78. So man, if you could get that down to 68, 70 degrees, the unit will be able to get some rest and satisfy and turn off. So far it just runs non-stop in the afternoons. So I'll show you what to get into, but it's time to get started. I'm a little bit late. I got back up last night and worked till about 9:30, and so got in bed about 12:30, and this morning when the alarm went off at 5:30, I didn't. So it's about 6:30 right now, so started later this morning than I hoped, but I plan on working till 11 or 12 till when it gets to 100, and we'll get down and install the rest of my locks if it's shady enough, and get back up there, at 5 o'clock when it gets back under 100. So hopefully we'll be prepped for tomorrow. I'm excited to get that roof coating started. This little patch that I made, and I'm not sure Home Depot still carries these, but this is like tarp material. If you've ever bought a blue tarp, this is the same stuff, but on one side of it, it has adhesive. And in a pinch, I don't think this is a permanent solution like a Turnabond or something, but in a pinch, these things are awesome. They're really, really strong. You just cut them with scissors, and they stick really well to a dry surface. It has to be an absolutely dry surface. But I just wanted you to see, this is an awesome little product to have in your toolbox or something, just in case of an emergency. It's something you can cut to size, and it comes in 6-inch strips, and I want to say it was about 20 feet. Maybe it was 10 feet in a package, and it was only like $1. So I had a bunch of these. I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago we had a hailstorm come through, and I actually did not have this RV, but I had our company RV here at my house, and it busted all the skylights. And I went to Home Depot, and I saw these, and they worked awesome until we could get them all repaired. So just a little tip there. I'm fixing to set up the camera and open this thing up and show you the hole we inherited when we bought this. So another quick little tip, this you'll see this black stuff here, that is some roof sealant. I'll take a picture of the tube. That stuff works really well too in an emergency. You can apply it on wet, and get up in the rain and apply it. So it's really good stuff. Pretty sure it came from Home Depot or Lowe's, but when Jenny called me and said, "We have a leak. Big hole here, you'll see in just a second." But it was only a little penetration in the roof membrane. So I jumped up here, and it was in between rain, dried it off best I could, and filled just this area with that, and then covered it with the blue tarp, and then actually a doormat to make a big surface area, and a little paver to hold it in the Texas wind, and it's worked for months. While I've been trying to do my research and have time to get up here and do it all right. So, but just another little product tip there that I can say that stuff actually works very well.
When I was lost and hopeless, when I was at my worst, it's grace that you extended that I did not deserve. I am so amazed by all you have done. I cannot explain the depth of your love. Limits can't contain the heart of you, God. I'm amazed at the depth of your love. Your mercy came and found me, gave me a second birth. I'm overwhelmed and grateful. You took what I deserve.
So just a quick update. I've got all of the brittle, water damaged wood removed. I know many of you are probably wondering, why don't you just get a skill saw and cut all that straight lines? But I wanted to leave as much good wood as I could, because I'm covering this up with a piece of 16 gauge steel, and it's going to span. This is a structural joist, and so is this. And you can see they're only about 12-14 inches apart, and I'm covering this with a 24-inch wide piece of steel. So my steel is going to go from structural to structural beam or joist, and it's going to encapsulate all of this damage under a piece of steel. So I wanted to leave as much surface as I could to glue to. I'm also going to probably lift this TPO. I'm not sure if I'm going to go on top or get under it, and then cover it with a Turnabond, and then we're putting 100% silicone roof seal on top of this. So I'm not worried about it. This is going to be one of the strongest places on this roof. You can walk around and it gives and sways everywhere you walk. I'm fixing to cut this insulation just because this is where the leak was going in. There was a little bitty hole right here. That's where the water went in. How we discovered it, we were very fortunate that it came out of our air conditioning vent and did not damage the ceiling inside. But I'm going to open this up just so, for peace of mind, I want to make sure there's no mildew, mold growing in there, and I'll let you know what I find. You can see all this is totally dry. I can actually see right here. I don't know if you can see that with the sun blowing it out. But I can see the one little stream of water mark right here where it went, and that's my air conditioner. I can feel my air conditioner vent right there that it came out of. So we're very fortunate that it came out right there. We were able to catch this quickly, even though it did do quite a bit of surface damage. This actually held the water and held it under the plywood. That's why the plywood got so weak and crumbly. So also, on a side note, I'm glad I didn't continue to wait on my air conditioner to cut off. to begin this so I can talk to you guys, because it is not cut off one single time. So just because I had some on hand, I got some of this 3/4 inch EPS foam insulation board, and it just kind of filled the hole. You can see adds a little higher R rating. And then I'm gonna tuck this back the way it was, and then I'm gonna put another piece of this board on top of this to give me, just a level surface. It really doesn't matter, but the more insulation this thing anywhere, gotta help a little. But one thing I discovered digging around up here is that I have a lot of air escaping into this roof area, which really kind of is concerning, since we have so many issues with keeping the house cool in the heat of the day. My unit still is not cut off since I started this morning. When I got up here, it turned on right when I got ready to show you guys the patch tape, and it just ran nonstop. So I hate to see that we're losing good air conditioning. So I have to take the cover off the bottom and see if maybe I can do a little more tape work from below. But I would actually have to remove plywood to expose this little bit of duct, which I've also learned is just like a cardboard box. We're losing air out of some taped seam somewhere. But I'm gonna start getting this patch back together and get the steel laid, and I'll show you that process here in a few minutes. So I wanted to show you what I was talking about real quick before I start gluing it down and then putting the turner blind over the outside. This is a 24 by 24 inch plate steel that's covering joist to joist. I got it insulated, taped up, and so I'm fixing to run some self-leveling lap sealant around under it, just to create a good seal under the steel as well. Glue it down a little bit, and then I'm gonna run a turner blind all the way around the outside, and then our silicone roof coating is going to cover this whole thing and even seal it more that way and insulate this from direct sun. I took a piece of that 3/4 inch board I cut, made myself a little wall. Not totally out of the sun, but man, no sun on my back, and for the most part I can kind of hide away from it, at least through the parts of where I'm just sitting here thinking about what to do next. So it's helped tremendously. Sun's definitely getting up and it's getting hot fast, so I'm gonna get this glued and turn a blind on it, and then move over to the cap, and that may be all I get done until the evening.
When I was lost and hopeless, when I was at my worst, it's grace that you extended that I did not deserve. I am so amazed by all you have done. I cannot explain the depth of your love. Limits can't contain the heart of you, God. I'm amazed at the depth of your love. Your mercy came and found me, gave me a second birth. I'm overwhelmed and grateful.
There you have it. I'm gonna leave this paper here just for some pressure for that caulk. Set up a little bit more. I might come back and put one more strip of a turner blind on that, just to avoid some pooling, but I mean, probably doesn't matter. We'll see. I got 2 more skylights I'm going to eliminate, and if I got enough tape I may come back and do it just to do it, but I think this is good, man. It is super strong. I just wanted to show you real quick. I took my turn-a-bond tape and wrapped it over the edge of the cap right here to the little gutter system. And I just did like a, I don't know, an 18-inch piece. I did it on each corner. So that way my corners are wrapped tight and I'm able to take one solid strip and run this whole seam, hopefully flat with no wrinkles, and then it'll create a good seal here, and my corners are still independently wrapped tight. So I just wanted to show you that real quick. I gotta get this part done because we had to turn the air conditioner off to keep the condensation off this part. I'm scraping this caulk off so that I can remove the skylight, because we're more concerned with hail here than we are opening up a vent in Texas. So just another penetration sealed up, but I got to get down. I mean, this thing is literally just coming apart on my feet. But I wanted to show you, hopefully you can see, I just checked, heat index is 104 right now, and I hope you can see that. It says 151 up here on the roof. So my roof temperature is 150 degrees. So if this Henrys Tropi-cool seal really reduces it by 40 and takes this down to 110, and we can get a real shot at getting a 10-degree difference on the interior, this is going to be a game changer. Heat index got to 110. The roof temperature I shot at 151. So got down, took a break. Now I'm waiting for the sun to get down, so I thought I'd get back on this locks.
I cannot explain the depth of your love. Limits can't contain the heart of you, God. I'm amazed at the depth of your love. Your mercy came and found me, gave me a second birth. I'm overwhelmed and grateful. You took what I deserve. I am so amazed by all you have done. I cannot explain the depth of your love. Limits can't contain the heart of you, God. I'm amazed at the depth of your love. And I am so amazed by all you have done. I cannot explain the depth.
Well, friends, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Obviously, I'm about out of daylight, so I got one more roof vent here. I'm gonna caulk up, because that's about the last thing I can do that won't take long before it's completely dark. I'm gonna get that done, and in the morning, get up bright and early, take the last skylight out, and cover it with a steel plate, just like I did the other one. I'm real happy with how that one turned out. I actually like it better than the one I did up front for the leak, but it's super strong. But I got one more skylight I'm going to take out that's in the bunkhouse, and then I had to put a piece of a turn-a-bond tape across this back seam of the back wall, and we'll be ready to start sealing. Man, I'm ready. It was heat index got up to 111 today. I should have got back up here and checked the roof temperature just to see how hot it actually got, but 151 was enough. The house never got, I think it got up to 82 inside. So, man, if that 10-degree drop is true, I can't wait to see it. So, but anyway, appreciate you being with me today. We'll stop the video here for now, but we'll pick back up with the next skylight and hopefully roof sealing tomorrow. So, appreciate it. Catch you later. Alright, so real quick, all I did, I didn't bother showing it. It'd be very, very boring, but all I did was get up here with a couple beach towels and dry this thing off. I scrubbed these areas where my condensate line runs, and as you can see, the roof is already getting hot, and I'm already digging in here a bit. So I got this little path where the condensation runs dried out, and I'm fixing to start rolling this thing. Normally I would want everything cut in, including this edge, but I'm just going to run a line right up here to the top and brush up to it. This stuff lays together really well, as you can see in these seams. It just basically reminds me of like a pool liner. Temperature on the roof is already 104, and so what is this here? But my piece of metal that's covered with this Henrys product is 81. Wow, that's amazing. Here's 5 feet from it. Wow, that's awesome. So before it finishes getting up to 100 plus, I'm gonna get a coat on the rest of this thing. Pretty exciting. So real quick, I'm fixing to kind of skip ahead, and I'm gonna roll this path where the condensation drains. That way it has the longest time to dry before we have to turn the air back on, because it's gonna get hot in here fast. So real quick, just ran out of paint, so I gotta jump down, go get a couple more gallons in my 5, finish rolling this thing out, but it is turning out beautiful. I kind of went out of sequence a little bit, like I said, and rolled my path of condensation on both sides, because I know soon patience is going to run thin on air conditioner being off. So let's have a look. Roof temperature is at 112, 113. Over here where I just rolled the Henrys, can you see that? 89 degrees. That is awesome. That's 20 degrees plus right there immediately. And this stuff didn't even begin to cure. So, gotta jump down, get some more paint, get this thing finished up. I am excited. All done. Man, what a difference. My phone shut off on high temperature again, so
I couldn't show you all of it, but nice, beautiful white roof. All that left is to cut this side in, and I'm done. Well, and then do all the slides. Just 5 more to go. So I just wanted to show a quick update. This is on the slide in direct heat, showing 126.5. And this roof's still a little wet, hadn't cured. 93. So we got a difference of 30 degrees right there. 30 plus, so huge improvement. Hey, I just wanted to come back with another update before I go in. It's a quarter till 12, so this is going to be very similar to day one when I started the prep work. I'll insert a screenshot here. It's 95 degrees with a heat index of 107. I think the day I started, the heat index was 110 that day, but still very similar. But I wanted to show you where we're at. Roof temperature with no Henrys, 140.5. Treated roof temperature, 99 degrees, guys. 98.5. Unbelievable. 98, 140. We got a 42 degree drop on roof temperature. Absolutely amazing. I'm totally impressed, if you can't tell. So I got everything cut in except this little bit. I can't reach for my ladder off slides. So I'm waiting for some more Turnabond to get here today. I'm gonna put a Turnabond across this strip. Also, I'm gonna wrap these edges right here. You can see they're cracking. Some of them are actually split. And then get a coat of the Henrys on these. And man, I think we're gonna be in good shape. So just wanted to share a quick update with you. Hey guys, I'm gonna wrap this up right here. I'm soaked, ready to go in and get cleaned up and get some lunch. It's noon, and heat index is close to 110. I'm so glad to be finished with this step of the project. We'll end this video here. Next, we'll pick up with prepping and sealing the slides. So I hope you tune in for that one. But appreciate you spending these last few days with me as I went through this project. It was definitely a learning process, and but I'm very pleased with the outcome. So if you found some value from this, I hope you'll hit the like button. Maybe this will save you some money. When I discovered our roof was failing like it was, I actually looked, and Forest River Sandpiper has a 12-year warranty on their roof, but you have to take it in or produce documents of where your roof has been sealed every year. And since we had bought it used last year, it had already been 5 years and had never probably ever been done. And if it had, I had no proof of it. So, and talking to them at the dealership here locally, they said it would be somewhere from $14,000 to $20,000 to put a new roof. It's a 43-foot with 5 slides. And so that's where my research began. And that's really why I'm out here doing it in the hottest part of the year, because it took me so long to actually come to a decision on the products and the prep of how I was going to do it. So hopefully this will give you some faith in this product. It can be purchased at Amazon and Home Depot. Home Depot is actually a little bit cheaper on this, and it was in stock, and I could pick it up same day. So I used about 2.5 gallons on this 43-foot roof, and I rolled it on pretty heavy. So I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to put another coat on it. I may get up there and roll the main areas again tomorrow. I'm not sure, but product performed really well. Don't pour more in your bucket than you can use in about 30 minutes. or you're going to have a silicone bucket. So, but it's definitely a good product. It does exactly what it says it would do. So we'll see how long it holds up. I expect for it to be a good product for a long time. It's completely waterproof already. So anyway, give us a like if you would, subscribe if you hadn't already, and we'll catch you next time.
When I was lost and hopeless, when I was at my worst, it's grace that you extended that I did not deserve.